Thank you so much for joining. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Ray. I have done my Bachelor's of Engineering from University in 2016. After that, I started my professional journey in 2017. I have like 5.9 years of experience in major incident management. I worked for in the start, and then I switched my company to. I have worked for like multiple projects in like academy, sports and outdoors, and for work project. That's a kitchen appliances a retail project. In I also have worked for multiple projects like Coca-Cola and Scottish Water, etc.
Okay,
So
so what was
yeah.
your role in those projects?
I was working as an incident manager from the start of my career, and I was working till the end. My last working day was 17th of March 2023. So then I was working as a major incident manager only.
Okay, can you tell me brief about what is major incident?
Yeah, sure. So major incident management, it's a process of the main aim of major incident manager is to restore the degraded services back to normal as soon as possible to minimize the business impact.
Okay, so how it is different from normal incident management, like we have other ITSM incident management, right? So how you
Yeah.
differentiate between both?
So in major incident management, you basically handle critical incidents like P1 and P2. And in incident management, you handle all P1 to P4 incidents as well.
Okay, give me one example where you have handled it properly, one issue which you have faced, like what was the P1?
Yeah. So the P1 I can remember I've handled was a VPN issue. There was a VPN issue for multiple locations for multiple users. It was impacted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I have reached out, I have initiated a major incident management call. I have hosted the call. I gathered the business impact regarding that. In that sense, like how many users are impacted, what are the locations that are impacted, and how it is impacting the business, what are the services that are impacted. So I gathered the business impact on the call itself, and then I collect the technical teams and leadership as well. So I have collected the network team in that particular issue to resolve it.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
great.
I have hosted a call till the resolution of it. I have sent out the communications for people and sending out the SMS.
Okay.
Yeah,
Suppose
yeah.
in the same day, you got one more P1. So how you prioritize incidents in such way in that particular moment? What all the metrics or things you will take care to prioritize the incidents? Let's say you have two P1s. So
Yeah.
now, as a incident manager or major incident manager, what will be your approach?
Right. So according to the business impact, I will prioritize the incident. Suppose if both are the P1 incidents, then I will try to relate if they are related, if they are because of the same service degradation.
Mm-hmm.
The first check I will do that. If it is, then I will try to make a child-parent uh, relationship between them and try to manage both. But if
Okay.
it is not related, then I will seek help from my team member and ask them to handle one incident.
Okay. Okay. What all tools and technologies you are using to manage incidents at your organization at present?
Okay, so the tools I've used is ServiceNow.
Okay. What all
Yeah.
matrices you are using in ServiceNow? What all KPIs you are looking for?
Mm, Okay, so the KPIs of ServiceNow, as per the incident management, is something I'm looking out for SLAs.
Mm-hmm.
SLAs of the major incident management or service level agreements of the incidents. That's the first KPI. I think SLAs, both response SLA and resolution SLA as well. The other KPI of incident management and service now can be I'm sorry, I can't recall it right now.
No problem. Okay, tell me, how important is knowledge management when we talk about incident management? How this knowledge management help in keeping the incident scores low?
Okay, so the knowledge management is basically a knowledge base articles we create for resolving the issues, right? In
Mm-hmm.
knowledge base article, it's a different metrics in ServiceNow. It's a different application in ServiceNow knowledge article, and where we maintain the knowledge base articles for resolving out the incidents by
Okay,
self awareness by the users, so that can reduce the incidents. Suppose if user is creating an incident for a very simple, for a very uh, small issue, then he can refer to that KB article, knowledge base article, and resolve it by himself. So that can be reduce the number of incidents.
okay, okay, great. Okay, in your profile summary, in point number 4, I can see by applying Scrum management techniques and out-of-box thinker. Like, so what kind of Scrum management techniques you have used? Hello?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Okay, go through it.
um, yeah, yeah. Um, no, I think I'm not sure about it. Sorry.
See, whatever you're mentioning in your resume, make sure you have good examples
Correct.
for that, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
correct.
the interviewer has only this, your resume, and he'll go through it and ask random questions from that.
True, true. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. So, how do you are handling communication during major incidents? What all ways you are using to communicate to make sure you effectively communicate?
Okay, so the main communication should be on the major incident management call, which I host, where all the technical teams and leadership and managerial person should be there in that call. So the main
Mhm.
communication thing should be there. Other than that, I can communicate on a phone call, or maybe the Teams chat itself, or a professional WhatsApp chat as well.
Okay. In your incident management practice, how
Yeah.
you are handling changes here? Like, if I talk about what kind of changes team is creating, it's a emergency change or standard change.
Mhm.
Just wanted to understand the change
Uh,
practice here.
okay.
How, let me rephrase the question. How major incident management is related to change management?
All right. Okay. So the change management is basically is required when any change is required in the IT service management.
Right.
Uh, yeah. So there are types of changes, which is ECR in emergency change, and another one is a standard change,
Mm-hmm.
retrospective change, I think it's also called. And so emergency change is something we need to apply as soon as possible. No, sorry, as soon as the incident is logged. If it's a critical incident and it can't be resolved without the changes in IT service management, then the emergency change will be applied to that. So we create an emergency change and it bypasses the CAB approval, change board authorization approvals. So that's the emergency change. And the standard change, it requires CAB approval.
Okay. So what happened in cab approval? Can you explain? Like what
Um,
happened? What is a cab?
CAB is a change board authorization team. It's a team with the members of that IT service. They're the main persons for that IT service services applications, and they make decision for if the change is necessary, if the change is okay to be done.
So give me one
That's the plan.
example where the change got rejected. Like uh,
Mhm.
you proposed a change, then a cab meeting happened, and they rejected the change. What could be the possible scenario in that case? Give me any one example for that.
Okay. Uh, so the why change is rejected can be there can be multiple reasons for that. So one I can think is that it can impact the business. We need to take proper measures before approving the change. So there must be some measures. For example, the business is going to impact if we apply that change. So we need to do it after the business hours, maybe that can be done. So that is the one precautions we can take.
Okay, great. Uh, okay, there is one more question I have here.
Yeah.
How have you ensured that ServiceNow platform implementations align with ITIL and business process? Like whatever changes you are doing, whatever while taking care of incident, whatever
Mhm.
changes you are doing, are these based on best ITIL practices? So how you are ensuring that thing? It's not like, you saw some issue, you immediately fixed it, but these are not based on ITL practices. So how you follow or how you manage that whatever you are doing are based on ITL practices only?
Uh, okay. So in ITIL incident management is it's a set of rules that we follow.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So in incident management, suppose we we can take the example of the life cycle of an incident. Okay. So the very first thing we do the incident identification. Then we analyze the incident. Then, no, the first we identify the incident. Then we log the incident in ServiceNow. Then we analyze the incident.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we diagnose about that incident. Then the SLA should be there in the incident, and then the resolution and closure of that incident. So this is basically the ITIL framework. We follow the ITIL framework in this scenario. So like that's how I uh, follow it.
Okay. How many people are there in your team?
Uh, the last project I was working in, there was like 6 to 7 people in my team.
Okay. So how the work is managed between six people? All six are for incident management, right? Critical incident management.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
how you guys manage the work? Like, what was your role? What all areas you were looking after? So tell me about that.
All right. So we were handling multiple projects. It was not dedicated for a single project. We had a shared team for multiple projects. We have like uh, four major projects, which were Scottish Water, Coca-Cola, and Nestle. So these are the projects mainly I was working with Coca-Cola and Scottish
Okay.
Water.
Okay.
Yeah, I was taking care of their incidents, their issues. So we
Okay.
have divided, like few people were looking out for these particular projects, and few people are there. If someone is available at that time, so we can organize them that way also.
Okay. Let's suppose you work for a particular client.
Yeah.
Okay. And after 6 months, what is the situation at present only? What is the situation of your incident management, like major incidents? Are they still coming or based on, like, I wanted to know what your organization or maybe you have learned from all these incidents so that we reduce the number of incidents. What steps or measures you have taken as an organization to stop such incidents occurring?
Uh, all right.
You got my
So
point? What I am asking here?
yes, yes.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so we do the post-incident resolution report also, and RCA report also we prepare. And this is for this purpose only that the incident that we have handled should not reoccur. Basically, it's a RCA report that we prepare. All the problem management team and technical teams and managerial teams will be there on the call. We prepare the report and we schedule the call as well with all the teams and explain like all the scenarios of that incident, what happened in that incident. So that is one thing. Other than that, we can analyze the data for the incidents. We prepare the data analysis for the incidents that are reoccurring, and we try to find the proper solution for that so that the incident should not reoccur.
Okay. Are you preparing any kind of document as well? Means
Uh,
while working on incidents,
yes,
or are you preparing any documents?
yes, we prepare PIR document, which is post incident management record.
Okay, so what is the purpose of that document?
PIR report is basically for the RCA report. We prepare the PIR report to the problem management team and they use it for the RCA document.
Okay, for root cause analysis.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me more about your recent issue which you have handled, latest or recent.
Yeah. So the recent issue, as I've already explained, that VPN issue, I can
Okay,
remember.
that is the latest. Tell me
Yeah.
more about one of your hardest issue which took a lot of time and yet it got resolved.
Okay.
Take your time, no problem.
Yeah. Mm, I'm sorry, I prepared on that, but I can't recall it right now.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So, coming to the feedback here, okay. Uh,
Yeah.
the only thing which I can say here is whatever issues you have worked on, make sure you have a good grasp of all such issues, what you do and what you did, okay, how you
Okay.
communicated. No need to go for extras. You just need to focus on what you did till now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you
Yeah.
mentioned in your resume, uh, write down some, like as I asked you, your most decorated moment means most decorated incident which you have handled properly, what you did. Also people will ask your journey only, like how you handled that particular situation. So that is
Yeah.
the main thing which as an interviewer I am looking for. Okay,
Yeah.
all examples whatever you have mentioned in your resume, make sure you have good examples for those. And as your job is directly related to real time things, right? So make sure you have a good 2 or 3 examples ready for that. So
Okay.
once you have that, I think you are ready for any interview. So you have time, so please prepare for such. Okay, your best,
Okay.
your 2 best incidents, all the things which you have done for that, those incidents, or anything else which you want to share with them.
Okay.
Yeah, any question you have?
Yeah, in preparation of that incident, like the incident I have handled, I need to explain like all the details about that, like all the technical details as well, like what happened, what
not
technical
not
teams
much
did.
technical detail, but the outcome,
Mm-hmm.
like the impact area, like
Mm-hmm.
what all things it was impacting, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
how soon, you resolve the incident, what steps you have taken to resolve the incident. So you just have to understand or explain the severity, the impact, and what you did to accomplish or to resolve it. So these are the few things which they
Okay.
wanted to understand. They do not want to go in deep like all technical and all, but yeah, major impact area and what you did to accomplish it, to resolve it. This is the main thing which we are looking for.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Uh, I'm ITIL certified as well. So will they ask questions regarding that? If yes, how I need to prepare it? Like I can revise it, but
Yeah. At
do
least
you,
uh,
yeah.
make sure with respect to incidents, you have all the latest information, like
Okay.
how incident management is being practiced in ITL V4, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there is anything new. So just a few those things. I don't think they'll go much more deep in ITIL. But the major incident change and one more thing change, as
Mm-hmm.
I asked you, right, about change management,
Yeah.
because major incident and change management are closely related. So make
Yeah.
sure you have good understanding of types of changes. Mostly we use emergency change only in these scenarios. So
Yeah.
that is also needed. So no need to go in deep, just the basic what is ITL V4 and how ITL V4 is different from V3. Just a
Yeah.
simple, you can see the difference is already there in internet, okay? So just go through
Okay.
that.
Okay.
No need to go much more deep than that, I guess. That's
Okay.
what I
Sure.
think,
Sure.
because it's a complete different thing if they ask you more detail about ITL.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No, nothing, I think.
Okay, then
Yeah.
yeah, please.
Okay.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, Aminda. Thanks for your time.
Yeah,
Thank you
no
so
problem.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.